to the east. This is another episode brought to you by Law Nation. We're here live in Law Nation Studios, by the way. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If this is your first time joining in to the nation, for the nation, without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, hit that like button. Sharing is caring. By the way, I cannot believe this. Resilient is the name. But Cowboys still on top, baby. Let's jump into this. The conversation that rules the nation, baby. There go that man again. Yeah. And Dak Prescott, we all trust and believe. Yeah. Shout out to Eastside Harold. I know he ain't in here. Man, they got a red hot team on our tail, huh? Come on, Cowboy Nation. Yeah. Let's go with it, Cowboy Nation. Let's go with it. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and being in the mix for this episode. It's crazy. This division, this conference, where we sit at, Cowboy Nation, is a situation where nobody want to, let me make sure my volume is okay. Nobody want to fall back. Everybody, shout out to you, man. Brick from the 601, appreciate you. Nobody want to fall back. And that's the craziest thing of it all. It's crazy, but we got to sit here and look at it like this. You win some, but you lose some, right? And we control our own destiny. And it's all about peaking at the right moment. It's all about getting that thing hot at the right moment, right? Washington, J-Rod, shout out to you, 2422. He said, Washington scared me. Law? How? How are you scared? You know?
Washington scared me, Law.
Wow. How are you scared? You know? What
I
do
guess
you do?
we're not the NFC East anymore.
No way. We are the NFC least. But that's what people like to paint a picture about. There's no other division got more Super Bowls than this particular division. There's no other division that creates more ratings than this particular division. There's no other division that play each other rough and rugged like this division. This division, I'm going to tell you guys right now, is like the SEC of the NFL. And when we talk about these things, a lot of people gloss over it. They like to jump here and there. But then we hit them with the facts. Nobody like to receive it because a third of the people that's talking about it on the Full Ladder Network, they have a limited amount of knowledge as relates to this. But there's, like I repeated, there's no other division that got more Super Bowl rings collectively than this division. Every single team in this particular division touched the Lombardi Trophy and at some point lifted the Lombardi Trophy up. You can't say that for any other division, right? and we play each other rough and rugged. Now, collectively speaking, the Dallas Cowboys, the team that's pretty much in the Southwest almost, you can count them as the West, but more so in the South. We are the only team that play in the East. You know what I'm saying? From an alignment situation, we get it. That's just how it goes. But collectively speaking, the Dallas Cowboys belongs in the Saints, Atlanta, Tampa Bay Buccaneers division, right? All they got to do is just make the snap, like the Thanos snap, and just slide the Carolina Panthers where we at, and then everything else will be all peachy. But it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. I get it, for ratings and for historic references and these sorts of things, as far as the market and the media, everything is under the Cowboys' sun, right? Because everybody wants those ratings. Shout out to you, Gracia. Thank you so much for the $1.99 for your mind. Cowboys 24, Washington 20. They played a good game. The Washington team versus the Raiders, the team that we lost to, right? Now, there was some suspect calls against the Raiders this game, right? We was like, wait a minute. Roughing the passer, clearly, Max Crosby, he couldn't stop the momentum, and they gave them life, right? One of the other plays, whereas the guard was in front of the runner, what have you, and they called that play. I didn't have the audio on, so I didn't know what they called, but they called that play. It was kind of strange. Gave the Washington team life, So the flags, and I'm not saying that the flags helped them out, but finally the Raiders got flag whooped in that particular game, and you can clearly see that there's always a hidden agenda to make the storyline go the way it should go, right? Shout out to you, Michael. Appreciate you. But I come here to tell each and every last one of you all that's watching, you shouldn't be in fear. No. Fear for what? There's a crazy stat out there. I believe that the Cowboys, since 2016, in the month of December, can somebody pull up that stat line? It's a crazy stat line. I think they only lost like 2 or 3 games since 2016, or one. Only one game. It's some crazy stat line like that. And we got these 5 games. Majority of these games we got against the Giants, the Eagles, Washington twice, the Cards. They done already clinched. So by the time we play them, they're going to be looking at it like, let's rest all starters. Let's rest this game. But no, we should be looking into this situation and saying to everyone, I don't care who they rest. We're trying to get a philosophy going. And one of the things that the Cowboys must figure out in these 5 games, I had my guy computer to hit me up. He said, Law, what we got to do with this doggone offensive line, the front 5? They done played with so much musical chairs. It is heading into this week. I think it's week 14, right? And we still don't know what would be the best suit as it relates to the front 5. But I can tell you that this mini bye week, much needed rest. Shout out to Amari Cooper. I'm seeing him. He's everywhere. He's happy, celebrating that his team from college won their particular division, won their championship. I meant to say, shout out to them. Shout out to Alabama. Roll Tide, right? And shout out to my Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? I told all of the Alcanites out there that y'all better fall back because we're going to take it all the way. Shout out to JSU, Cowboy Nation and Blue Nation and as well as Bama Nation, if there's ever such a thing. O-line cursed. O-line. I got to read that right, Hector. Appreciate you. O-line says cost us 2 games. In the month of November, oh my goodness, Zach Martin was the first one to come out and say, hey, it's on me, baby. It's on me, or on my collective unit. It's on us because we didn't play or live up to the level that we supposed to play at, So that's what happened in that situation. This previous game, I think we already went over it, the Saints game. Some people can look at it and say, well, Law, The Cowboys supposed to beat the Saints by 2 or 3 or more touchdowns. It was a home game, and I'm not moving the goalpost. It was a home game for the Saints, and it was a loud stadium. And it's not an easy place to play in. They gear up, they ready to play us. And on top of that, Cowboy Nation, we haven't won there since 2009. That was the last time the Saints went to the Super Bowl. So we did our deal. It was just crazy. Shout out to you, Brick. He says, Alcorn is reloading law, but great win, JSU. You know, I always. And shout out to Preview. You know, Preview. I always, when I look at the schedule for my JSU, I look at 2 teams. Southern, if we can beat Southern, and if we can beat doggone Alcorn, I'm a happy man. You know, those are the 2 teams that I want to win. Shout out to my Jackson State. Raiders can only rely on PI calls to get the yards down the field. This is from Justin. Boy, you put it right on the money. And they tried it, right? They tried it a few times, and they didn't have Brown on the other side, right? It was no 3rd and Brown that they can go to. And I can give one out to Derek Carr. He's elusive. He can get away. And he evaded some pass rush this past game. But the Cowboys, one thing that I can say facing the Washington team, you can't play around with your food against that front. That's who they live off of. Cam Curl? He's pretty good. The other guy from Kentucky, the linebackers, they tend to fly out to the ball. What's his name? His name is at the tip of my tongue. Y'all just had his name at the tip. He played with Boss Man Fat. Y'all put his name in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Law Valley tried to talk all that little trash this year. Yeah, DC, Valley is Valley. Yeah, they get sub too. Shout out to you, Jessica. Appreciate you. Sally Lawyer, appreciate you. Not Maurice Candidate. Davis. Jamin Davis. Yeah. That's his name. Shout out to you, Barney. Appreciate you. I mean, I seen him come down and field. He's pretty good out in space, got quickness. So they're going to compress a lot of things. I think that the Cowboys benefit from the 3 wide receivers that we got. And, of course, Schultz. I think that this game, heading into the Washington hate week, by the way, I think that this game, that you would see one of the better performers out of our trifectas, the 3 wide receivers, than you've seen in a long time. I think that this game will actually be the cement game of Dak Prescott to those boys. Appreciate you, Stephen White. Appreciate you. Trifecta, baby. Yeah. Going to smack the Washington football. I can't look, at some point, it's like a wave, They don't know what to call themselves, So some people, some of the Washington fans that still got red in skin on themselves, they still call themselves that. Some of them just call themselves the Washington team. It's the Washington to me. And I can't stand them. I mean, they're not fair weather fans. I don't see that. I don't have that sense, that smell from them, that stench from them. But they are the type of fan base that do this every now and then. They drop a little message. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. Be careful what you ask for, baby. Then when they start losing, they disappear. They just want to win, right? Terrence says foreskin. Right. It's crazy. But when it come down to play them, I'm looking for revenge, baby. I can't wait to see them. If that's one team that I know for sure that the Cowboys are going to be amped up and ready to play regardless of the situation. Shout out to them. Shout out to their fan base. But they don't really know who they are. They don't even have a name to call themselves. They don't. You ask any Cowboy fan who we are. America's team. Silver and blue. To the day we die, we stay true. Right? Well, we're looking for revenge. Can somebody again put down what I said the last game? There will be 3 owners. 3 owners. The AI is busy today. Shout out to you, Floyd. Appreciate you, Floyd Day. J-Rod, 2422. I'm going to let her hurry up. She got to catch up. I can't wait for her to talk all of that good stuff. But there are going to be 3 owners. 3 owners when it comes this Sunday, right? When it come down to game time for your mind, it's going to be 3 owners. Let the AI speak.
The reason why the Skins scare me is because their D has been really good and our O have been really bad. If it wasn't for our defense, we should have lost last week. It's a must-win for sure on Sunday.
All right. Well, J-Rod, I really appreciate you, 2422. If it wasn't for our defense, we would have lost. Well, how will we score? I get it now. Offense it's been shabby a little bit. But when I went and researched and looked up the tape, I encourage you guys to watch the game a couple of more times. Those first 2 drives, those first 2 series, offense was kind of like buggy a little bit. But outside of that, against the number 2 defense in the NFL, we did a pretty good job. Now, if you take away, if everybody say if was a fifth, right? The last 4 passes that Dak Prescott threw, shoot, that was a remarkable game for Dak Prescott against the number 2 defense in the NFL. Right? Right? Let me pull it up again. Let me see if I can pull it up, Saints. Yeah. That's number 2 defense. I know that a lot of times we fall victim to not watching Saints play, right? We fall victim to not going through every game tape of every other team, and we walk around with the mindset of saying that, okay, just because another team might have blown them out, and you look at the box score, and you say, wait a minute, the Eagles blew them out. Why can't we do the same? It's any given Sunday in football don't work that way. Basketball, maybe. Baseball, maybe. Football is a different sport. There's ego on the line. There's pride on the line. And if anybody knew the way we like to run route concepts and the way we run, the Saints. Chris Richard just was in the house over here, especially with a third of our players, shoulder to shoulder with what Kellen Moore liked to exhibit and exude. And I'm not saying that he was that much of a benefit factor for them to play us a certain way, right? Oh, excuse me. Dennis Allen is no one to sneeze at, and Peyton always got an axe to grind. I get it. Taysom Hill could barely throw a football past 5 yards, and he had a bum finger, right? But let's not forget the fact that these boys was at home. But, it is what it is. The defense, they did a hell of a job with 4 takeaways, and I'm not finna discount that on them. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm is rhythm. We are the only division that we are so hard on ourselves that other divisions get a chance to skate by, play rooted poot schedules, right? Right? Get to work on certain things in situations and scenarios. But when we play against a team that's less talented or what have you, everybody like to discount our wins. Just as they discounted our win against the Patriots. They discounted their win so quickly. Discounts. Lord, if we struggle against the Patriots, right? Where are the Patriots stand at to this day, right? We beat the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay looked like they were struggling for a little bit against the Falcons, right? But we the only team that the expectations should be, even in a victory, that we should win by 3 or 4 touchdowns. and they go by and they look at every line of the quarterback. Every single throw of the quarterback. And all I know that the Saints, they done spank Aaron Rodgers, but I think that did they spank Tampa Bay? You know, they spanked some butts out there, you know. And even with the loss of the Denver Broncos, I don't know what they're doing today. Let me see if I got the information up. I don't know if they're doing anything today. All right, so they play a little later on. They're playing, they're finna kick off now, right? Even with the Denver Broncos, they spanked our butt. But look at the record. They're 6-5. It's a good team. They started off hot. I think the Denver Broncos started off 3-0. There was a third of you guys that was in my chat box saying that, hey, Cowboys made a great big mistake about drafting Micah Parsons. They should have did something to trade up to get Patrick Surtain. And don't try to lie to kick it to me, because that's why I got this thing up here right here, so we can go back and look at some of the names that's out there. Some people remember, you got a good memory, a third of the Cowboy fan base was angry and upset at Parsons. Oh, he overreached for him, especially after that first game. I remember. They're like, Law, we should have traded up and moved up, Law. Patrick Surtain would have solidified everything for us, right? But now look at it. Do you want Patrick Surtain now, or you want Parsons? This dude is technically Defensive Player of the Year. Not just rookie, but Defensive Player of the Year on a part-time situation. I do it just fine. I can be a part-time lover. Who sang that song? You know, he's a part-time lover on the edge. If you don't mind, I do it just fine. Boy, y'all have me going all the way back. Washington, I don't like it. Laugh out loud. Shout out to your family. Appreciate you. H-Town boys, baby. I knew somebody do it. If you don't mind, baby. That boy part-time over there, baby. He part-time, loving it. Can you imagine what those numbers would look like if he just stayed at the edge? I mean, he would have been blowing up stuff all season long. And if we didn't have all of the other stuff that happened with Randy Gregory, stretch those calf muscles out, Randy. And when D-Long get back, ooh, Daniel Jones, burner count, baby.
Giants still gonna win division. Better draft picks. Smirking face.
Oh, my gosh, man. You know, the Giants, by the way, you know, from my understanding and my knowledge, you guys had a chance to get Parsons, right? I'm quite sure the burner account for Daniel Jones, man, you know, they had a chance and an opportunity to draft another quarterback juxtaposed to him. What year did he come out? You know, pardon me, somebody said.
Smoke weed every day.
What year, what was in the draft class of Jones? Can somebody educate me? What was his draft class, by the way? I need to know, you know. What was his draft class? Because what quarterback, this is a better way to say it. What quarterback came out of Jones' draft class? I need to know, because I recall a lot of people, when they was looking at drafting the quarterback, they said, whoa, wait a minute, you know. All right, Haskins was in that draft class. Well, they did right passing up on him. All right, so who else? Somebody else had to be solid from that draft class. Murray? Did they pass? No, they didn't pass up on Murray, though, right? You know, he was gone before that time frame. Mahomes, they passed up on Mahomes? Did they pass up on Mahomes? Josh Allen, okay. Did they pass up on those boys? Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all please let me know that they pass up on them. You know, ooh. Lamar, I know they pass up on Lamar. Look at my laugh button there. Whoever y'all draft is going to be a situation where they pass up on somebody that's good, you know? Hey, somebody say hit the shame button. I got you.
Shame.
Yeah, baby. All right, so this is the NFC East, and we get a lot of flack for everybody. Mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie say that this is the NFC least, but as you can clearly see, the 4-8 Giants is at the bottom, but, you know, they won 4 games. Shout out to them. The Eagles, they was right on our tail. And then last week they laid an egg, right? And it was a big egg. And now they're 6-7. They play musical chairs with not their offensive line, but with their quarterback. Gardner Minshew, and the guy, man, Gardner Minshew was a great pickup for them. I admit that. I'm not a hater over here. He's a guy that's a spark plug for one. He plays with a great deed of passion for another. And I think that he got a good arm and decent enough to rally up his guys, and he plays with that passion. And they're 6-7. The Washington team is 6-6. They are on now, I believe, a 4-game winning spree. Right? Is it 4 games and won 4 games in a row? Yeah, 4 games in a row. We always talk about getting hot in December, right? You want to take that momentum, and nothing matter as long as you can get to the dance. Let me repeat, as long as you can get to the dance. It's not about what you did in September or October. One can argue in November. It's not about that. It's about the final stretch. And you can set apart, or you can set forth and bring forth some good things, Cowboy Nation. Let me see. We got another Cowboy stand up. Shout out to you, Law. Appreciate you, Chef Mac. Y'all be sure to follow his YouTube page, by the way. Follow my guy YouTube page. Just click on his icon there and check out his hard work and dedication for the nation. He hit me up a couple of weeks ago, or last week, basically. Let the AI speak.
Cowboys Nation stand up SOTU Law, flexed bicep.
If you don't like that,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
shout out to my brother, man. On IG, he gave a shout out to me and I believe Vach Lombardi and a whole other Cowboys. Boss Cowboy and the OC, the Skywalker Steel, and Okoye. Yeah. And he's doing the program, too. Bro, I see you, fam. I love it when I see other content creators starting off for the first time. I see you with your phone. You got your cell phone out. You know what I'm saying? You got the ring light. That's all you need. Cell phone, a selfie stick, and a ring light or some type of light source, and just get to talking. Shoot, I hope you become one of those guys, man. You know, never know. One video make you there. Shout out to you, Carl. Appreciate you, man. Kelly Moore gonna get it back. By you bringing up Kelly Moore, let's listen to this audio of Kelly Moore. The resiliency is true, Cowboy Nation. This particular division, as you look at the titling, nothing but resilient. And the definition of resilient, a person that can withstand or recover quickly from a difficult condition. Let me see if I can pull that definition so everybody can see that. Yeah, pull it. Yeah, right here. Y'all see that? That's true. From a difficult, let me slide it over so everybody can see that. I hope you can see that right here. Yeah. Difficult conditions. To recall, spring back into shape. Resilient. This division is so resilient, baby. It's so resilient. So many people would count this particular division out. And then you look around to your left, you look to your right, and you find out that, man, this particular division, everybody fight each other. They do, toughly.
On 2nd and 10 and running the same halfback draw over and over and over and over with Zeke Elliott on 2nd and 10. And I was just monitoring and I was waiting, and David Hellman started going off on it, and Kavanaugh started going off on it. Hellman said the run game just looks so static. It's almost like it's run up the A gap every time. No misdirection, no motion,
None.
no counter, no off tackle. And Jeff said the Cowboys have gone back to being a 2nd and 10 run team, which is the worst play call in football.
Yep.
Cowboys' run game is terrible. You either got to do some jet sweep action, something outside, or just stop trying to run. And then finally, like when we were reaching that boiling point, when it was about
Why Doc looking less than elite the past few weeks?
That was a good conversation right there. Why Dak looking less than elite the past few weeks? When I'm pausing like this, I got to collect my mind because I know where we can go with this. It can go back and forth with the conversation of, can Dak Prescott carry a team, or is he a glorified game manager? Y'all remember that conversation that we had a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, or was it last week? That's a good question. That's a damn good question, Cowboy Nation. Now, we're talking about Kellen Moore running the same plays, and it's one of those things whereas quarterback play is a situation whereas, hear me out, Cowboy Nation, people will elevate the quarterback when we win or when the quarterback win, but they will forget about all of the other moments that stood in place. 20 years from now, hear me out. Don't crucify me with the butter knife. People going to remember still that Joe Flacco got that ring. They're not going to remember the receivers. They already forgot who the running back is or was on that team. Right? But they remember Joe Flacco got him a ring. He's class personified. He got him a ring. Super Bowl caliber quarterback. 20 years, 30 years from now, people will remember Eli got him 2 rings. But they'll forget the entire wide receiver core, the offensive line, the defense. They probably remember 1 or 2 guys that's on that defense. But they'll forget all about everything else. Right? Trent Difford got him a ring, but you don't know who he threw the ball to, right? But you remember Trent Difford got him a ring. Brad Johnson got him a ring, but you can't name me the receivers, right? Because the focal point will always be on the quarterback, and I get it. Heavy is the crown, right? And I get it. When we started to talk about the offensive line musical chairs, and we started talking about the wide receivers that's less than, right? The star wide receiver being down. But it's hard for me to find a Super Bowl ring from Troy Aikman or multiple games that he won without Micah Irvin. It's hard for me to find the record placing of Troy Aikman without Emmitt Smith. Right? That's the Cowboys. Well, what did Joe look like without Roger Craig or Jerry Rice? Terrence Short said Brad Johnson had Keyshawn. And what was the other wide receiver, right? It's hard to tell me, you know. So without using the Google, it is a situation, Cowboy Nation. Hear me out. I get it. Because everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And when I yell 3 games, Law, in 12 days, it's going to go over most people's heads. And they only going to look at the results. And they're going to say, hey, Law, we don't care about that. Cowboys are 8-4. Cowboys should be better than that. 3 games in 12 days. Not easy to do. Oh my goodness, 3 games in 12 days, not easy to do. But to bring light to the situation, let me see if I can get my guy, Jerry Wayne, on the phone right quick. He was on this show earlier. Listen to Jerry Jones talk about this.
Morning to Jerry Jones. How are you?
Good morning, man.
Morning.
Good morning. Well, we won.
Yes.
And
W.
I sure wish it felt more like it, though.
Didn't feel like it, huh?
It didn't for some reason. Well, one of you two do me a favor. Will you figure out how much I'm paying per yard for Zeke Elliott?
That's a lot.
Man, I sure wish I could reallocate some resources there. Meanwhile, Tony Pollard's making $27.50 an hour plus bennies. But Tony Pollard just continues to be a bright spot for us.
Yeah, he's something.
He really impresses me. And I tell you who else impresses me?
Who?
Stephen had to tackle me to the ground from going over there and inviting Taysom Hill to be on our team.
You like him?
You know me. I'm impressed by college football-type quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yes, true.
I don't know why. I'm just obsessed with it. And Stephen not only tackled me, but then had to beat me within an inch of my life.
Another wrestling match, huh?
But speaking of being impressed, Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah. Look
My
out.
goodness. He is so good. And that Micah Parsons.
Micah?
Can you believe that Micah is a rookie and can play that well?
Something else. Good pick, Jerry.
I know. So, I mean, we got some bright spots over there on defense. And Carlos Watkins, he gets that pick six.
Yep.
Or as you guys called it, a thick six.
That's right.
Thick
You like
six.
that?
Oh, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because that's what Gene calls my manhood. But
Oh, my
anyway,
gosh. Jerry.
anyway, I wanted to after the game, and as a matter of fact, during the game, a few times I wanted to walk over there and knock that church lady smirk right off of Sean Payton's face.
You don't like him?
I'm still mad at him for defecting from the Cowboys.
Yeah, he did leave.
I mean, that Lee Harvey Oswald lookalike jerk, he thought that toilet city of New Orleans was his greener pasture. Well, we're seeing that life ain't so big easy for him after Drew Brees left, aren't we?
That's right. Yeah, a little tougher now.
I love it. I pray for his failure.
Oh, man.
I pray for. We got some major problems though that we got to fix. We're serious about making this Super Bowl run. I was very disappointed that we were 2 of 13 on converting third downs.
That's not good. Terrible
not good.
number.
That is not
2 for
good.
13, yeah.
We got to improve on that. Now, Jub, I know that you are like a free throw shooting expert.
Kind of.
Are you also a third down conversion expert? Can we hire you?
I don't know how to help you there, Jerry.
Well, can somebody? Because apparently we don't have anyone on staff who can help us on that. So,
You need a third down coach?
yeah, we need a third down coach. But a W is a W is a W.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
And that meant that I went out on Bourbon Street last night, and I saw so many sets of human gritties. I mean, them gals were showing their baby drinking places at me every time I threw a 10-cent set of beads in their direction. It was great.
So you stayed there. You didn't come back with the team?
Well, it wasn't intentional, but yes.
Yes.
Yes, I got so drunk and lost I missed the flight home because I was out partying my gray ass off with a few other media members there in the French Quarter.
Did you miss not having Jub there?
I did.
We had a time, didn't we?
On a totally unrelated note, I'd like to announce DJ Ringenberg will be our PA guy for the next 10 years.
That's right. DJ was there for the ticket.
So congratulations to the greatest vinyl spinner in Dallas-Fort Worth, DJ Ringenberg, your new Cowboy Stadium PA announcer.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we had an awkward moment one time when I got so wasted and drunk that New Roosevelt had to wrestle a chili dog out of my fist as I was rapidly plunging it in and out of Ringenberg's erotically gagging throat. Remind me a lot of you, Giorgio.
I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, we did that. As I was up straddling your chest, plunging that chili dog in your mouth.
No, I'd
like to see video of that.
Didn't happen like that.
All right, let's do it again. Let's win.
Cowboys.
Let's win. Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
We'll see you.
That's a good old comic relief for everybody, man. That is my guy, Fake Jerry from 1310 The Ticket, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping in on that one. All right, so the conversation of is Dak Prescott elite or not? We got 5 more games, baby. 5 more games, and you guys finna see one of the most prolific runs in your life. We're about to get this thing going. The NFC East. We got the most of these opponents that we finna face, and I'm telling you guys, everybody's pretty much, you can throw the cards into this situation. Common opponents, basically. And you know the cards not really, but you guys get what I'm saying. Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. He said the Washington fraudulent team. Oh, my God. They went away. Let me see what it is. About to go down. Yeah, this division is so resilient. And let's pull up what the Washington team did. You know, I believe their running approach is pretty good. And this guy from the same school Tony Pollard went to, by the way. And Gibson, 23 carries for 88 yards, 3.8. Smallwood, one run for 13 yards. And 23 for 30, 196 yards, 6.5 yards, 2 tubs, and 1 INT. I guess 1 sack, 10 yards lost or what have you. And they're star-studded receiver, L. Thomas, Bates, Humphreys, got a few of them in there. The game, if we go back and look at what the Cowboys did against this same Raiders defense, different, right? I truly believe, hear me out, Cowboy Nation, that when we force this team, Tyler Haneke, to be one-dimensional, it's going to be a situation and a scenario that you'll see this number over here, that interception, increase. Now, hear me out. I know the Washington football team is watching here to this day. You know, hear me out. But here's the situation. Pressure bust what? Can somebody put it down in the chat? Because now you have a situation where you get Randy back, you get Tristan Hill back. Let the AI speak.
The Washington fraudulent team about to go down.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah. If you now my guy, he spilled the tea right here. My guy right here, Eric Griffin said, if you can stop the run, and he put it in all caps. Pressure bust pipes. 9 times out of 10, when you make a team one-dimensional, what's one order of law? If you guys watch my film assessment on DeMarcus Lawrence, what is one order of law that thou shalt not do? What's that one order? Can somebody put that down in the chat? Sean Jones, appreciate you. Pipes. Yeah. You know.
Pipes.
Yeah. Yeah, pressure bust pipes. The Reaper says, run. Thou shalt not run on DeMarcus Lawrence's side. He is just that guy that can set edge. And on top of that, he busts through his opposition to get around on that side. So we do know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, with DeMarcus Lawrence on the field, You ain't going to run his way. So that's one side. Now, the opposite side of the field, that is a situation where you can run and still in the middle of the field. That's why I'm a pro drafting maybe.
Cowboys get the brooms out. This division not ready for a loaded Dallas team. Hell, the NFC not ready.
If you don't believe what Sin City just put down,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
get those brooms out. I predicted already the Dallas Cowboys are going to sweep the NFC East teams. I already said it. I'm already on record. So y'all know I'm speaking boldly about this team versus the Washington team, right? Time to blossom, baby. It's time for us to go on this thing, baby. Yeah, Pollard and Gibson. But Pollard and Gibson played on the same team, right? They both. Now, William Anthony says Randy can't set the edge law. And that's one of the situations there that this is what you do. Hear me out. William, you setting the proper words there that Randy tend to not set the edge properly. And I would be the person that would say it. So that's why it was so important for us to have when it was Randy, when you had Brent Urban in the middle, because he was pretty good against the run. He's a big, tall, stout guy, right? Not as burly and physical. But if they come up with the package, Randy, Carlos, Gallimore, I think he's playing, right? Gallimore, he should be ready. We'll find out more by Wednesday. Law, that work. But quietly speaking, this Mike linebacker by the last name of Parsons, if you squeeze him on that side where Randy is at, Randy get in the way, Parsons is going to blow up that thing. One of the things that people fail to realize, Parsons against the run have not been bad. He's been one of the better. Matter of fact, that was one of his stronger suits coming out of college. Gilmore will be back. I just still, although I'm thinking that Gilmore will be back, I would know more by Wednesday of how he's practicing with everybody on their first team. Gallimore would be the key, the secret sauce. Yeah. So I look at this defense. They knocking at the door, said, baby, we coming back, baby. Oh, Lord, you just happy and excited because they did that against the Saints. The guy could barely throw the ball, and he was running and gashing and getting upfield and everything. Taysom Hill exposed the Cowboys. I get it, what y'all want to say about that. I get it. But that's not finna be the case nor the scenario, baby. Gregory is back now. There were times in these last few games, especially the Raiders game. Oh, my gosh. Basham was doing his dirtiest. But he ain't no Randy. Shoulder blade can get so low he can cut that grass. He can give you a fade, the T-liner fade. You know what I'm saying? The line, the T-liner, crispy. The way he can bend around that corner. We've been missing that, baby. That would change everything. Too many 3-and-outs. This is from David on the Cowboys side. You talking about too many 3-and-outs? Reinforcement coming in hot. Yeah, Jay Lombardi. Yeah, and that line, he gonna be really on point. Continuity. Yeah, Trey Day, appreciate you. 4 picks, 1 by 10. I feel you, David. I feel you. Though. But, family, I thought you was gone. Is it Melanine? Family, appreciate you. Thank you. You have a good day and a better tomorrow. Nice. Are we at home? No, this is going to be an away game. Tristan Hill will stop the run. Tristan Hill is an effort, play through the echoes of the whistle guy. Logan Thomas will be out next week. Ooh, let me see what's going on. What's going on with him? Mac, appreciate you for your love and adulations for this station. Illmatic CD. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We at Washington, right? Yeah, we at Washington. Washington team. I'm going to let the AI, whenever she decides to speak. Appreciate you. Yeah. And why we doing that? I think I already played this episode, but let the AI speak.
Think about it. One thing is consistent throughout this year. Any team can be beat. Any given Sunday. Hashtag just wait on it. Flexed bicep. Up pointing finger. Up pointing finger. Up pointing finger. Up pointing finger.
No doubt. Absolutely, no doubt. Sometimes people will look at a situation and scenario from a far view, and they say, well, this team's supposed to win, right? Because of the record and because of the knowledge base that you guys have of a certain team.
Def have the talent, but need to execute better.
Appreciate you, Tom Downey. Appreciate you, both of you guys on this one. I'm going to talk about that one too. People will look into this situation and say, well, Law, the Dallas Cowboys supposed to beat this team by 50. Or such and such team should lose by 30. This is football and not Madden. There are so many variables in this particular game. And, of course, watch what happened down the stretch when things are uncomfortable. I get it. The Cards, they ran into a situation that they're 10-2 right now, and everybody want to crown them. But watch how this thing unfolds. I've seen this storyline before, and it ain't going nowhere. I'm for real. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Really appreciate everybody jumping in. We're going to open up the hotline for your mind line, and we
call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Mobbing with my brothers.
All right.
No question, keep it real.
Whether you are a Cowboy fan, Philadelphia Eagles fan, Washington football team fan, call in. Now, if you're a Giants fan and you just want to troll, we got that for you too. You can call in. I think that the Giants, are the Giants still into the mix? I don't think they are, but if they are, y'all can call that too. A lot of people think that football is not a contact sport, but it is. Appreciate you, Cowboy. Giants are toast. Yo. Down to fall with me. Down to put it on the line when lose a draw with me. Those my brothers, different mothers, part of power. 4-8. Got the body to my class, she break the law with me. Call my phone, hit my line. Larry! Dallas all day. Appreciate you, man. Come on. Appreciate you for the donation there. My God. Swayze, what's good, man? What's good?
Yeah, what's going on, Law?
Nothing to it.
Yeah, like I just want to put this Dak Prescott conversation to rest. I think Dak Prescott. Let me make it clear. Like I'm
crystal clear. Make it crystal clear as possible.
Yeah. I think Dak Prescott can be an elite quarterback. I think his ceiling is Donovan McNabb, and I think he has a similar play style as Donovan McNabb. I think like he's very inaccurate at times outside the numbers, and I think our offense doesn't fit Dak Prescott. I think he needs a really great tight end, and that's something that we don't have. Like we don't have we have a below average tight end, but the last time we seen Dak Prescott at his full potential, in my opinion, was his rookie year in 2016. We had Jason Witten, and we had a great running game, and I think those are two things that Dak Prescott needs. I don't think he necessarily needs an elite wide receiver. I think he just needs great route running from the receiving core and in a great tight end. That's why I think that I wouldn't have no problem like not paying Michael Gallup and using a high draft pick. If we're gonna do offense, use a high draft pick on a tight end.
Well, let's get into the situation here. Now, you said Donovan McNabb. Now, before, I think you put in the comment box, it was last week, of course, you said Alex Smith. Now, Alex Smith and Donovan McNabb, they live in two different universes, right? So,
but they both in West Coast, like they both played in West Coast offenses, right? So,
do you consider this offense being West Coast? And why?
I don't. I consider this
this is still a vertical offense because it's got Scott Lanahan all over it. With just the only thing that's different is the pre-snap motions and stuff like that. But this offense is no different than Scott Lanahan's offense to me.
Yeah. I think Kellen Moore is just a 2021 version of the 2007 Jason Garrett, in my opinion. Like, I think that he brings new wrinkles into an offense that's very predictable, in my opinion, and that's why I wanted Mike McCarthy to take over the play calling, because he's a West Coast, like he comes from that tree, like he's a West Coast offense type coach, and that's why I said like for Dak Prescott, like he needs a West Coast offense type of. Like he needs a West Coast offense, like and not necessarily like he needs like a Westbrook type running back. You know what I'm talking about? You could dump it off, long handoffs, those situations. Like I think he needs that, and that's why I think you would get the full capability of Dak Prescott. I think this offense.
So with this, like what you're saying, your argument with this, and then I'm not saying that you're off base with this or not, but what your argument is that we probably would need like a. Like you said, a Westbrook, but we got that a little bit out of Tony Pollard. I think that he's a guy that can catch, get in the backfield and get upfield. Ezekiel Elliott is the north and south guy, put the ball in the belly. Now, he did reshape his running format with 300, who we will have on the show. We will have Ezekiel Elliott trainer on the show, I believe, on the final word, and he will get into more details of what Ezekiel Elliott switched up. And I believe that Ezekiel Elliott is battling through some injuries, and he should have rested last game. I'm going to look into what you're talking about as far as what would make Dak Prescott flourish even more in his system. But from what I can see, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but what I can see is that Dak Prescott is far beyond Donovan McNabb, though. These are just my thoughts.
What?
On that. He's far beyond.
What?
Oh,
You're
yes.
Disrespecting Donovan McNabb. You're
what?
Wild. He went to 5 NFC championships, a Super Bowl, was this close to winning a Super Bowl, went to multiple Pro Bowls. I think he went to like 8, 9 Pro Bowls. And in an era where he played with Peyton Manning, I'm talking about the best era of quarterbacks. That's crazy. And I love Dak Prescott. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think. Like, I'm not like a hater of Dak Prescott. I'm just objective.
But you do know that Dak Prescott is whooping his butt in every major statistical category as it relates to that, right?
We playing a
different era.
In the first number one, we played in a different era. I just seen a play where the dude pushed the quarterback and it was a roughing the passer, so you can't even hit the quarterback now. Like literally, you can't even hit the quarterback. That's number one. Number two, Donovan McNabb played in what's the Eagles' old stadium name? Before not like a financial field, but the stadium before that. Yo, he played in one
trash
of the
stadium.
Cold,
He played
in the like he played one of the coldest area in Philly, where it's 20 degrees, 10 degrees outside. Like,
so
you cannot compare
so with that argument, and with those accolades, you would take McNabb over Tony Romo.
Yes, I would take Donovan. I would take a prime Donovan McNabb over Tony. Now I think when they play against each other, like 2007 to 2009, I think Tony Romo was better because Donovan McNabb was past his prime. But a prime Donovan McNabb, we had Westbrook, he was with Andy Reid and them, and like he made a lot. Like he went to like
So did
NFC championships. Like we haven't went in 20 years.
So did T.O. and Westbrook make McNabb, or McNabb made them?
No, they both was a great. They both worked together. That's like saying did Kevin Durant make Steph Curry, or Steph Curry make Kevin Durant? It was already superstars before they got together.
Now hold on. I absolutely love Amari Cooper. But if you were to just pick up a prime T.O. with Dak Prescott, don't you think that he will be finessing these things with Andy Reid? Don't you think that he will be like beyond better than what we've seen out of Dak Prescott with Jason Garrett? Do you think Donovan McNabb would do what Donovan McNabb did with Jason Garrett?
I think if Dak Prescott played with T.O., would be getting right in his butt. You think it was bad with Donovan McNabb and T.O. when Donovan McNabb threw a beautiful deep ball, by the way. Beautiful deep balls. It's like his highlight tapes. Can you imagine like an inaccurate Dak Prescott with T.O.? T.O. be throwing a fit every press conference like he be throwing shades.
You think that Dak Prescott would throw up in the huddle?
You said throw up in the huddle? Oh no, I mean, like, come on, like that actually. First of all, Don McNabb, he was a partier. Like, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got flaws. Like Don McNabb, he was at the club the day before. Like,
man,
it is what it is. But like I said before, like I think sometimes like Cowboys fans, including myself, and I used to do the same thing with Tony Romo, right? When Tony Romo was playing, I thought Tony Romo was a top 3 quarterback when he was playing. Like when I was drinking the Kool-Aid, but as I went to college and I got older and I started going to business and like I went business classes, marketing classes. I seen we had the greatest marketing team in the world, which is Jerry Jones, and like we look at our players like superstars. I'm talking about like Superman superstars, the way the presentation is, and I think like we overrate our players. Like don't get me wrong, I think Dak Prescott is a top 8, top 7 quarterback. Don't get me wrong, and like in this era, like I don't think it's really a lot of great quarterbacks in this era. I think it's one of the worst eras in quarterbacks. And to me, like I think this is one of the worst eras in quarterbacks. You can look at the stats, but it's a pass happy league. But in my opinion, like I just think that like we be giving people the flowers without any type of.
But I feel what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying. Every generation of quarterbacks, they're always going to get hit with, hey, in my generations, because in the 80s and the 90s, there's quarterbacks in the 70s and the 60s who would say, nah, y'all guys got it easy, right? And then when you get into the 2000s and the 2010s or what have you, they're going to be saying that, the quarterbacks that's in the early 90s, man, they had it rougher than we. So it's always that invisible goalpost is going to be moved, and especially since they moved the one more game into the situation, this conversation is always going to be watered down, right? So it is what it is. This is a quarterback pass happy league or what have you, but I can't sit here and sully and denigrate the quarterbacks of today by using that as the only argument, though. You know, I just can't do that.
No, the reason why I say that, I'm talking about like what they do in situations where the game is on the line, right? Like the Tom Brady's, like even Tom Brady said we call him the GOAT. Even he said that it's much easier now, and that's why I can play the 45. So that's here and there. But I'm talking about like situational football, like when you're in situations where you have to make the absolute best play. I don't think that these quarterbacks today make the best football decisions, like the ones where. Like you had no choice but to make those decisions. I think nowadays, like I think nowadays criticism is a lot more softer. I think people are a lot more sensitive now, and quarterbacks face less. And people will say, "Well, Dak Prescott gets criticism, but he also has a third of Cowboys fans where he can pee on the bench, and they're gonna think it's gold." Like so, like I do think that nowadays quarterbacks have a huge fan base of it itself, so they don't have to face as much criticism as in before, is where Donovan McNabb got booed during draft day, or
Well,
20
I tell you what.
He was critical by Cowboys fans.
I tell you what.
Years.
I tell you what. We're gonna revisit this conversation, and we'll talk about the Dak Prescott versus Donovan McNabb situation. But I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, no problem. I appreciate you too.
Swayze. All right. We got Coach Marv in the house, man. Talk to me, Coach. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Law, man?
Come on.
That call was very interesting, man.
Yeah.
Very interesting call, man. I just want the Cowboy fans to listen, man. Listen to this. And I've said this, and I've said it time and time again. Teams win championships.
Big facts. Yeah.
And if you could tell me at this particular point, and we want to talk about Dak Prescott in the last 3 games, or 3 games, and he's not being elite. Well, I'll say, okay, let's look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City didn't play well, but his stats with Patrick Mahomes' stats were just a tad bit better than Dak. He didn't play that well himself. But his team made more plays, and they won the game. Patrick Mahomes didn't make a lot of plays. I don't think he's over 250 yards, and he turned the ball over. We go to the next game, Thanksgiving. To me, that was a leader performance. 32 for 47, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown callback, didn't turn the football over. I don't think, and 375 yards. What else do we want him to do?
Right.
To say that was the elite with your 2 top wide receivers not even playing?
Right.
I consider that an elite performance. This performance here, we struggled here and there, but we still score points. I think where Dak is judged more than any other quarterback,
right,
is the Cowboys. If they don't win, or if they go 3 and out, it's Dak Prescott. Is nothing else.
Right.
Yes, every team, the Cowboys are built, and their identity is built off, if the running game is efficient, it makes the game a whole lot easier.
Right.
I've been watching NFL for a long time.
I know, Coach.
Been coaching football and watching football a long time. And I'm just going to tell you about the recent history this year.
Right.
Let's look around the NFL. If Dak Prescott's not playing elite, who else in the NFL right now playing elite?
I think hold on before you get into this. My stats just popped up. I don't know what it was taking it forever for it to pop up, but it's a comparisons that I do, and just like the previous caller, we sometimes can be stuck in prisoners of the moment, right? But what if I told you, like, Donovan McNabb, he was a good quarterback for his system. They were like, he played in a situation where they were not a run first team, right?
No, not by far. That's what they played. Reed problem.
Randy Reed, they was a bona fide, legitimate pass first team. Now Dak Prescott first few years, and one can argue until pretty much just 2 years ago, this was a run first offense, right? But what if I told you, like, Donovan McNabb rushing career touchdowns, like rushing the ball, like running the ball in for the touchdown, is 29 touchdowns. Want to know how many Dak Prescott got? And I'm talking about the entire career for Donovan McNabb. He only had 29 touchdowns.
Now.
Dak Prescott got 25. All right, and one of the things that a lot of people say is a different league. Don't you know when they stop using the rule that you can't touch the receiver 5 yards and beyond? I think that rule came in 2003. Right?
That's right.
So technically speaking, the era of football didn't change much because it became pass happy in 2003. So majority of Donovan McNabb's career, he played in the same era as related to Tony Romo and Dak Prescott, right? One of the major things that you got to look at is quarterback completion percentage. That's mean that I'm completing the ball to the receiver, whether it's tight window or open. Donovan McNabb for his entire career is 59%. Dak Prescott, entire career, is 66.5. And what Dak Prescott do so much better than Donovan McNabb is the passing percentage rate, what we call QBR, quarterback rate. Donovan McNabb retired with an 85.6. Dak Prescott is orbiting around 98.0, up there with the Aaron Rodgers, the Peyton Manning, who was in the same era with Donovan McNabb. But all of a sudden, Donovan McNabb and Dak Prescott supposed to be the same person. Oh my gosh, man! It is what it is. I can't make this stuff up, man. I can't make this stuff up. But I get it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, the next caller we got is Big Pain, man. I know you're a diehard Eagles fan, Big Pain.
Yes, sir.
But and I know you're gonna bring some realism to this situation, to the table.
Listen, you're not about to have no McNabb slander in this live stream right now. That's one. Two, in regard to the rushing stats, the read option was told if certain quarterbacks like Mike Vick, McNabb, Cunningham have read options, guaranteed they'll have way more rushing touchdowns. But that's besides the point. That's history now. We coming. I just want y'all to know that.
Your Eagles coming. Your Eagles coming.
They're coming.
And you don't want the slander. You don't want the slander for McNabb. And I know McNabb is water under the bridge. I recall a couple of years ago that even you, Big Pain, you thought glowingly of Carson Wentz. And it went from Carson Wentz to Jalen Hurts, and now it's Gardner Minshew. So talk to me. Look. I get it. Now, I guess I know this. I know you finna say this now. Gardner Minshew. Go ahead and say it. Now you want to say Gardner Minshew is better than Dak Prescott. Go ahead and say it. Say it.
No.
Say it. No. This is where you're heading to.
FBI, open up!
Where you heading to, man? What are you heading to?
What I'm headed to is we talking about us coming for y'all, but we might not get the division realistically, but I see us might being able to squeeze into that wild card spot. Now, with that being said, my whole life, this is the best Cowboys team that I've seen so far. And with that being said, this is Dak Prescott's best chance to win a Super Bowl since he was a rookie. And in my opinion, this year will be one of your best years because I believe Michael Gallup will end up probably leaving, most likely. And in my opinion, this is the year for y'all to get it done. And even though Philly, we coming, you know, this is with all of Dak Prescott, him being top 7, top whatever, he getting paid 40 M's. He got to get it done, man. At the end of the day, in my opinion, Micah Parsons right now, Micah Parsons is a top 3 player in our conference right now, in my opinion. He got more sacks than Aaron Donald, more tackles than Aaron Donald, and he's a linebacker. Y'all defense is way better because of him.
Right.
So with that being said, I got to get it done right now because we got 3 first rounders coming in and we still competing. So if y'all don't get it done now, we come in. If it ain't this year, next year for sure.
Well, we all say that now. Come on, man. That's we all say wait till next year, right? I've been saying it for 25 years, bro. So what I'm saying is this moment right now, your team, what's your record? Let me pull it up right quick. Hold on, give me a second. All right, so y'all 6-7. So y'all trying to run the table or what?
We definitely listen. We got.
How you gonna do it? Break it down to me, man. Who y'all play next week?
We be on a bye week.
You're on a bye. Okay. That's a late bye. Okay.
Washington.
Okay.
Washington about to lose next week. We're going to go run the table on the division, whether we win the division or not. And then we get into the playoffs, and nobody want to see us in there. I'm not going to lie to you. But I like what I'm seeing from y'all. I don't know if Dak Prescott is top 5 QB, but for sure top 10. But Micah Parsons is the person that I'm worried about the most on y'all team. Only player I've seen contain the run and the quarterback in the read option. I wish y'all would have picked up a corner. It's just scary right now, but we still coming for y'all though, guarantee. I know I've been quiet for a few weeks.
I know you've been quiet.
Spooky for us. it was spooky. I didn't, it's spooky, but we here now. Guarantee we ain't got real mirror right now.
Oh my gosh, man! I'm gonna wait. I thought that you guys had a game this week, but after the bye, I think we do a round table talk, the NFC East round table talk, and your boy Lord Bronson, tell him to hit me up. Tell him I'm waiting for him to give me a call so we can do this table talk. Well, not the table talk, the one-on-one talk encounter. So we'll do it the Eagles week. How about that, huh? You know what I'm saying? I want to give him a conversation about your team here.
Definitely.
Most certainly, man. But I appreciate you though. But you said one thing that you guys gonna run the table. Before I let you go,
definitely.
Who is your quarterback when you do it?
To be honest, whatever quarterback gonna win. That's just the bottom line. That's up to the coaches. But Minshew looks good out there. Can't lie.
All right. Appreciate you for calling in, Big Pay.
No doubt.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. And you ain't gonna sing along with me. Cry, Eagles, cry. Come on, Big Pay. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, hit that note one more time, bro.
Come on, fly, Eagles, fly. Cowboys not winning the Super Bowl.
Big Pay, baby. Big Pay. Come on, baby. Oh, my goodness, man. They're going to go triple platinum. He said, fly, Eagles, fly. We're going to run the table. What quarterback? Oh, I'm at the Postman we just picked up 2 days ago, All right, man. We got the 909. What's on your mind?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, dog. You live.
Hey, what's going on with you, bro? Hey, you're doing a good job. I got to see that first of all.
Appreciate you.
And, this is Larry M.
Larry, appreciate you.
Thanks for the shout out. And then first off, I just want to go off with Prescott is the ultimate quarterback. I don't care what nobody's saying. Only thing Donovan McNabb is better than Prescott in is dressing. Donovan McNabb dressed better than Prescott.
No. He has some dance moves. Donovan McNabb, he has some dance moves. He'll do the moonwalk, and he'll do the touchdown celebratory dude. Man, the dude was awesome, man. Hey, Donovan McNabb was pretty good on Madden, too. You play with him, you can run. You can do a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, because just think about it. Donovan McNabb, for his whole career, I believe, I might be off one if you touched about 228. Prescott is over 130, 140 already? He only been in the league 6 years?
Right.
Donovan McNabb played 13 years. And Prescott's halfway where he was.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And then when Donovan McNabb got hit in the back, and when he gets sacked, it took him about a half hour to get up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets injured, he's out. And every time he comes back, he's a less and less quarterback.
Right.
We all know Prescott's injury from last season. It was horrific. But he gets injured, he comes back better.
But let me break this down from a stat aspect of it. They both averaged, now for the course of their careers, they both averaged 32 to 33. This is how you break it down. They both averaged 32 to 33 attempts, right? And for those darts, for those attempts, McNabb averaged 19 completions out of that 32 attempts, right? This is just raw numbers. That gives you the completion percentage. Dak Prescott is averaging 23 completions for those 33 attempts. So that's why you get a better quarterback ratio. That's just from the numbers, just from the attempt. So they both averaging the same amount of attempts per game, 33 to 32. 32 to 33. Now, as far as yards out of those completions, just to look at the numbers, Donovan McNabb, basically, he averaged 223 yards. Dak Prescott is hovering up there with 260 yards, and these are based off a per-game basis. Now, of course, McNabb played more games, right? So that number you can argue and say, well, that number should be skewed a little bit. But technically, the number should be better because of the amount of games that you compress with inside of it. But it is what it is. I'm not finna throw any shade at Donovan McNabb for whatever he did for the Eagles and the Washington team. Shout out to him. If they want a cookie and say that Dak Prescott is the same person, then they can have that cookie. But I can tell you, if Dak Prescott continued the pace that he's on now, he will shatter all of the records that ever was exhibited by any Cowboys player that was under center. That's including Tony Romo, including Troy Aikman, as well as Roger Staubach. And that's not me trying to lie to kick it to you guys. Those are the facts. But go ahead.
Absolutely. Hey, you preaching, bro. You preaching right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing is about it, though, we just got to make sure we give him some protection on that line. You know what I'm saying? And get this running game, like the old boy said before. Our whole offense run off that running game. If the running game is off, our game is a little off. You know what I mean? So we need to give my boy Zeke some hot peppers or something before a game, getting it back in it like he was at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, chili Fritos or that one chip challenge or something.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen that one chip challenge, man. but I appreciate you, Larry. But here's the thing is before I let you go, man. We know the identity of this team. I would love to see Dak Prescott in the true West Coast offense, but we are in the vertical spread offense, and that means that it's powered by a dominant X receiver on the outside, and what your guy can get a little bit underneath, but it's supposed to be establish the run, and then you set up for the big passes. And there's nothing wrong with this particular offense, but it's not meant for the style of quarterback that we got. But all of a sudden, this quarterback is being that person that's helping us win. Unfortunately, for the haters. But I appreciate you, Larry.
Okay, I have one quick question.
Talk to me, man.
This is the only question I have. Do you think Dak is better as a pocket passer or a scramble?
I would like for him to. I think he's improved so much as relates to being a pocket passer, the person that stays inside. But on the run, I think that he's like top 2 or top 3 quarterback in the NFL, if not damn near the best quarterback in the NFL on the run and rolling out. But as far as the quarterbacks that make it in this league are the quarterbacks that pass from within the pocket, and I think that he became a whole lot better with that.
Amen to that. Hey, man, you take care of yourself, man. Thank you for taking out the time, bro. You take care. Hey, keep it up, bro. Keep it up.
Appreciate you, Larry. Shout out to you, Larry M. And read some of your comments, man. Appreciate you, family. Thank you for jumping back in. I am 37. Shout out to you, Elite Rob. Appreciate you. Dak don't scramble. Yeah, Gracia, they trying to do away with that so he don't scramble as much. Young Money, the number is at the top, 657-390-7391. That is the number. And let me get the 214. You live. All right, I think you hung up. All right, so the 409, what's on your mind? 409.
Hey, is that Terrence?
Yeah, you're live.
Hey, what's up, Whoa?
Talk to me, man. What you got for it?
Bro, I got to ask you, I've been a whole week thinking about this. What's up with this this rotation of the offensive line? I cannot understand why y'all rotate people on offensive line mid-game. That makes no sense to me. Can you please explain to me why they doing this? And on top of that, the Philly fan just give it up, bro. So,
well, I mean, the rotation, man. Damn, man, that's a good question. I wish I was in the meeting room with those boys. Uncharity, and then politics and political situations are always a situation whereas that plays a major role. I think that if it's not broke, don't fix it. But they were unsure with Connor Williams, and they saw how much Connor McGovern was playing well at that jumbo package, and when he was on the line, he's so much powerful and physical. But they failed to realize that even though Connor Williams get beat and he started reaching and holding, he had continuity with the tackle, what have you. And that is something that you just don't snap your hand and build. Those are things that you have to pretty much set up during the off season. Hear me out. And the problem was with all of this, the problem is Terrence, right? Your name Terrence?
Yep.
Terrence, the problem is with this, I want you to go back and watch the what the Kansas City Chiefs did during the offseason. They went and got a lot of good guys for the offensive line, right? They went to the Super Bowl.
Right.
They saw how trash their offensive line was without their star players. So they went and made a lot of acquisitions to that offensive line. If you go back and you watch the first few weeks or the first 6 weeks of the NFL game with that offensive line, you will see that those guys were not on the same page. Continuity plays a major role, and the Cowboys been fiddle-faddling with the continuity. And I'm surprised that we are 8-4 by them doing such.
I think so too, bro. I mean, I'm like, man, look, I understand the Terrence Steele move, but me personally, I'd have just let Steele at right tackle and just see what Inseki could bring. But they decided to move, and it was a disaster, man. Law, appreciate you, man. I didn't take up too much more of your time. I appreciate you taking my call. Bro, I'm always following.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for always following. All right, we got some people that's in here, man. The 210, you about to get in. You in, fam, 210. Talk to me.
Hey, Law, what's going on with your boss? How you doing
Nothing
today,
to it, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Good. So I just wanted to comment on some of the earlier callers you had, and then something you said when we were talking about Parsons playing on the side with Randy Gregory. I definitely hope that happens.
Right.
My concern is LVE, man. I don't know what's going on with him, but it's not looking good, man. I miss Jabril Cox, man. Can you imagine if this guy hadn't got injured, what Jabril Cox could have probably really brought to this defense? Defense would have been nasty.
Right.
Real nasty.
Oh, yeah.
About this time of the year. Another comment is I'm hearing these Cowboy fans talking about, and I'm a Cowboy fan, obviously, talking about the 3-game slide that we've had. But what they fail to not understand is that 60% CD and Amari makes up 60% of our plays. 60. The other 35 goes to Zeke, Pollard, and Schultz.
Get him.
So you're missing 60% of your offensive plays. You're not going to beat too many good teams when you have both of your star players out. That just,
right.
I mean, that's just, come on, man. But they're quick to say it's Dak's fault, But you got to look at what he was missing those 3 games. That's a lot of doggone plays.
Yeah.
The next thing, your first caller, I heard him talking about this whole Tom Brady thing. And Tom Brady's great. But what he failed to understand is that Tom Brady chartered a bus and brought 7 Pro Bowlers over to Tampa Bay. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that right there, like I said, Tom Brady's a great quarterback, but you look at how many Pro Bowlers he pulled over to Tampa. I mean, that was his doing. And so and the last thing I want to say, your Philly caller.
Right.
You know, he's talking about we got these 3 number 1s coming up next year. Sometimes that doesn't always pan out.
Right.
What you need to be concerned about is potentially losing Fletcher Cox next year, because that could potentially happen, and losing Bennett on that defensive line. You need to straighten that out first.
Bennett on the defensive line.
Bennett. Bennett, one of the defensive linemen they have over there.
Burnett, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Law. Burnett.
Burnett.
But Fletcher Cox, his name's been tossed around with potentially trade. So he has to look at all these things coming into next season. I know they got the 3 number ones, but sometimes that doesn't always pan out because you're going to potentially lose other star players in the process.
Yeah, I mean, that goes a long way, man. You spitting the truth, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Law. I appreciate you, man, for taking my call.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Good way to I'm going to try to respond to his questionings there. Good way to bring up some of those points with Pro Bowlers bringing here and there. I don't think that nobody really brought up Tom Brady, but, Tom Brady, he played in all of the eras, right? Hard cap era, no cap era, the Spygate, Deflategate, defense win championships. You go back and watch his first 3 Super Bowls. You can argue that the kicker was the most important player in the defense, and he drove that bus. And it wasn't until, I believe, the Atlanta Falcons game, maybe, or was it the Seattle Super Bowl, that you can say, yeah, Tom did that. But outside of that, man, Tom is terrific, man. I'm not finna throw any shade or salt at Tom. I mean, he found ways to win a Super Bowl, regardless whether it was rigged or not. He did it. And the only way you can shut him down or shut him up, if you can get around his offensive line and smack him and punch him in the mouth, right? And it took Peyton Manning many of years to figure that out, saying, okay, let me get a defense around me and let me get some things that can happen for me, and I can't just do it by myself. And that's what happened. The universe aligned itself for it to happen. Illmatic, man, you're live from the 706.
Hey, Law. What's going on, brother, man?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, listen, man, I hate to be this guy, man, but I still got to go and harp on this dude, LVE, man. He hurt my defense, brother. I mean, Pro Football Focus rated him 31. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the guy, he's tackling people from behind. He's worse than Jalen Smith ever was. He's tackling from behind. He has no interceptions. He has 1 sack. He's just, he's just out there like his feet are in cement. And the truth of the matter is, man, this dude, he's still injured, man. His neck is not better. I don't care what nobody says. The man's neck has not gotten better because the neck doesn't heal like that. When you have neck injuries and you have back injuries and you're constantly going against somebody with all that friction, no, you're not healing. You're not healing. So this guy, man, he's like a liability out there on the field. They really need to go ahead and take a real look at Luke Gifford, Francis Bernard, and I say put Jaron Kearse down in the as the weak side linebacker and let him go for it, man, because he's doing more tackling than Leighton Vander Esch ever did.
All right, so bring up your point here. Jalen Smith, a few games that when he played, his coverage grade was like a 74.2, right? Run was trash, 33.9, but his coverage grade was like a 74.2. And this is just me glossing over this. But when you look at Leighton Vander Esch, his coverage grade is 46. I don't know about you, but sheesh. We need help. We need help with Vander Esch and coverage. We need him because what happened here is when I look at Parsons, he shore up the run anyway, right? And we need that other linebacker, especially in his role, to cover.
Exactly.
We need him to cover. And Leighton, he's been late. He's been diagnosing the plays, but he's like, I don't want to shoot. I don't know if I'm supposed to flip my hips and trail and get upfield. And we see, situations where the ball is even in the proximity. Go back and watch the Raiders game. I mean, he's falling all over the grass. And the actual receivers like, I'm so open that I'm going to drop the ball because this is unbelievable. And then we saw a situation that LVE last game, ball hit him right in the hands, and it went through it, and the receiver was able to catch that ball. And I said, man, that was a pick 6 for him. If anybody need a bounce-back game, it will be LVE.
Yeah, Law, and what I'm saying, when I'm talking Pro Football Focus, I'm talking just the stats.
Yeah, just about the stats,
He rated out. He rated out 31%. Now, on the offensive side, it was Connor McGovern. I think he was at like 46% for the game against New Orleans.
Yeah.
But see, the difference is Van Ness is plateaued. He's not going to get no better. He's plateaued. He's everything that he's going to be an 80s linebacker. He's big. He's slow. He can't tackle. He tackle from behind. But McGovern, he got upside. This guy's he's getting his feet up under him. He's getting more experience. I think the guy probably can get stronger. And the fact of the matter is, somebody's going to pay Connor Williams real good in free agency next year. So we need McGovern out there on the field to get that experience. It's the same thing that we had last year with Terrence Steele. We never wanted to see him play again. But look what he looks like when we put him out there this year.
Now, here's the thing, Matic, that I was looking at it for what I wanted the Cowboys to do. I really wanted them to keep Terrence Steele right at right tackle. I didn't want them to move him out of there because of the fact, if you just look at what he was doing in those 6 games when we were winning on this 6-game spree, right? He was just being that aggressive guy. And I got the film rolling now, and it's not, I need to go and just chop up all of Terrence Steele clips. But you just take a look at what he's doing. He's physical. What I really wanted them to do, if they have that worriedness with Connor Williams, just kick Lyle Collins at left guard. And somebody hit me up and said, did you know, Law, that Lyle Collins is even left-handed? You know what I'm saying? And he was getting some reps there. He was getting reps at left guard, and he was getting still reps at right tackle. I wanted them to just go ahead and go with Tyron Smith, Lyle Collins, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. I thought that would present the best 5. I never wanted Connor McGovern at left guard because all through training camp and OTAs, I didn't see him get that amount of reps at left guard. Plus, he was a guy that, yes, when he was in those jumbo packages, he was playing so superb at fullback. Why not just keep him at that role? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I digress, man.
I see what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted them to do that, but now they can't do it now, right? It's got 5 games left.
Hey, listen, man. People don't understand how nasty Lyle Collins was at guard. You put him beside Tyron Smith. That's why Zeke was running so good. Man, if we had that lineup going right now, man, we'd be unstoppable.
No doubt, man. Oh my gosh.
But we're gonna get there, brother. We're gonna get there. I mean, that trio of receivers that we got, man, they're gonna work together this week. They're gonna work hard, and they're gonna be on the same sheet of music because just last week, if Dak and CD had been on the same sheet of music, man, that 4th down play would have been a touchdown. Automatic goal, brother.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. They got to work together. That's all it is.
They got to work together.
I don't want to take up too much more of your time, brother.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Good call.
All right, appreciate it.
Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, now, here's what I want now. It's for the Cowboys. Just don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. This is what they decided to do. We 1-0 right now with the lineup that they have right now. Don't touch it. But Terrence Steele, no, leave him on the bench. Leave him on the bench. Don't touch it. We finna face, but Connor Williams, don't touch it. Established, we got 5 games, Cowboy Nation. Keep that consistency going with this offensive line now. Unless there's other protocols of injuries come around, then you can start touching it. But let's not touch it now. You made your bed up with it. Stop. As Luther says, love the one you with. Love the one. Ride the old folks said, ride the horse you rode in on. Or like my guy Illmatic, singing from the same hymnal. You know, old Southern Baptist people would tell you, you got to have the same hymn book, you know? All right, so we got 206. You in the mix. You live.
Hey, what's up? MJ, what's up?
MJ, what's good,
up?
baby?
What's up, family?
Not much,
hey,
man.
Show going good, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Proud of you. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, what I want to tell you, keep it like it is.
Don't touch it.
And don't touch it. And the whole defense is coming back. Now,
You could put a 4-man rush. You should not be getting beat over top or in the middle. Do not play 55, please. Keep him on the bench. And we should get about 6 or 7 sacks. And Tyler Hannigan, that Redskin quarterback, he's going to throw like 3 or 4 interceptions this week. Because today, they was killing him. The Raiders almost intercepted him like 7 times.
Yeah, that I saw. Yeah.
And don't let that receiver beat us.
Scary
Don't
Terry.
need to be trying to play. Yeah.
Yeah, scary.
No, the one for the Redskins.
The number 1, I think he's wearing number 1, right?
17.
That's Scary
No,
Terry.
not
Yeah,
him.
it's Terry.
Yeah.
It's Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. Do not let him beat us over the top. We should not get beat over the top. We should be putting that pressure with 4 people, easy. Watch the middle of the field, and just go at them.
Who Diggs gonna guard? Who Diggs gonna guard?
Whoever come over there, you ain't really got to change it. Just play that 2 safety back, because he like to throw bombs too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now we got all our people back. All the defensive tackles that can penetrate with them DNs.
Yeah.
You can put Parson in the middle or on the outside.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use Gregory and Lawrence. They should be getting quick pressure.
Yeah.
But the key to the game, Law, I told my friend we was watching the game on Thursday. I said, now, if I was coaching my team, I'm going to go sweep left, sweep right, sweep left. Stop trying to run the ball up the middle 100 times. That's what be hurting them. I'm like, this dude, Kellen Moore is going to make Dak Prescott. Kellen Moore is going to make the fans hate Dak with the plays.
But here's the situation, though. If you're going to continue to sweep, and I know we said don't touch it, right? Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Yeah, don't touch it.
Connor Williams is better on the sweep.
Is he?
Governor is better at power. That's the problem.
Okay.
One guy blocks for feet, right? All of the strength in the world. and the other person, when he get beat, he reach. You know what I'm saying? So it's a problem. If you're gonna pull McGovern, you know what I'm saying? Let him not be on the guard. You know what I'm saying? Let him be the fullback to dig him out.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here looking at it. Don't touch it though. Now the play that they did do the sweep on, when it was a toss, you can look at it and say, man, Tony Pollard got cat-like quickness. Brother can scoot and get upfield. And the one person that he had his shoulders squared, and I was looking at him and I said, yeah, he got up in there. Although he's not as fast, he can get there, and he's not going to reach around. And there's McGovern, right?
Yeah.
So you could probably do it on a couple series, but on a consistent basis, he's just not a sweeper.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't even got to do it all the time. But I'm just saying, just to keep that middle, don't overrun that middle, because everybody's stacking the middle because they know we like to run the middle.
Right.
And Kellen Moore should see that. But like you said, if you change that, now Collins, if you did put him at left guard, my move then would have been putting McGovern at center because he played it at Penn State. Now you got all the best 5 in there.
Yeah. That would be ideal. But what you don't want to do with Tyler in these last few games, minus the last game,
he's getting better.
He's getting better though, and it's hard, baby. I mean, of course, we all miss Travis, right, Frederick? I mean, gosh, you'd be like, come on, Travis, come on, can he fall out of the sky? But Tyler's getting better, and it's hard to retard that, regress that by pulling him out of the situation when you got a lot of years left in his body.
I know, because the Redskins, they think they've been lucky the last day. Barely been winning. I ain't gonna lie. We should score 30 on them next week because their corners can't cover our receivers.
No doubt.
Dak, please, Dak, don't panic. Play like you used to. I want Dak really. Dak need to be playing like Brady. 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, and then hit him over the top. 5 yards, 6 yards. Stop trying to go for bombs. That's what throws him out of rhythm.
No
he
doubt,
needs to throw like for 27, 28. Have like 300 yards or 250, 3 touchdowns, and run for something. And then run sweep left, sweep right, then hit him up the middle,
No doubt,
Come on, man. Keep him out balanced. Got to keep him out balanced.
Appreciate you calling in, MJ, man. Thank you so much, bro. Good call from him. Good call from him for the 206 MJ. You know, they call her he baller, baby. Better watch out, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? All right.
The conference has been locked.
What we going to do now is 1 minute calls, baby. I really appreciate everybody. The conference room is locked. But hold on. I forgot. Hold on right quick.
The conference has been unlocked.
Hold on right quick. Hold on. I got to get my guy up in here, man. If not, he'll be all day on this thing. Hold on. One time. Hold on. Message. Y'all bear with me, man. Yeah, got to get him in here before we do that. Shout out to you, AG, the King. Appreciate you, man. George, appreciate you, man, for jumping in. Everybody, man, it's always a pleasure, baby. It's always a pleasure. Cowboy Nation, we got to keep it consistent. We got to make sure that things are the way it's supposed to be. And the reason why I say don't touch it, here we go. Where you at? Yeah. The reason why we say you don't touch it is because we want to have that consistency. All right. We got the world's famous, man, 3-6 Mafia in the house, baby. Hey, computer, man, what's good with you, man? What's good, man?
Nation? You see how you supposed to defend Cowboy Nation the way I defend 3-6 Mafia against Bone.
Yeah, I saw you on the stage, baby.
Right on the stage. Make sure y'all follow me on Computer Man on Instagram. That's MANE. But check this out, though, Cowboy Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling weird the other night. The Cowboy game was on, and 3-6 Mafia going against Bone and Versus the same night.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we out-trended the Cowboys.
I saw.
Thanks to your boy Cowboy Computer. I had the Cowboy game on the whole time. That's why I was ready to scrap. Cause we was in that battle against them old dirty Saints in the NFL. So with that 3 games in 12 days, so listen, Cowboy Nation, y'all need to get off the team. Quit looking at all them stats about the offense.
Mm-hmm.
We've been without offensive linemen. We've been without offensive coaches. We've been without 6 starters.
Mm-hmm.
3 games in 12 days. They've been tired since the first of the season because they already had to play more preseason games than any other team in the NFL.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've played more preseason games than any other team.
Mm.
You know, in the league, including Tampa Bay, they played one that we had to play at the beginning of the season. Then we had to play on that Thursday night. So we've had more time put in than any other team in this league. Played more games in a short amount of time. We play more Thursday night games. And then you got to deal with the league office. Y'all get more angry at the team and the players than you do at the NFL. That is ass backwards. Y'all need to quit being like Fredo. And y'all watch The Godfather? Quit being like Fredo. Don't never take sides against the family. It's always Cowboy Nation first. I don't care how you feel about a player. Keep it to yourself. Don't ridicule the team. You're throwing on bad karma. Y'all make sure y'all put some money in Law Nation's thing, too, in the deal.
Appreciate it,
y'all got me pissed off.
Hey man, I would have been on that stage with you, man, if we didn't have that game, baby. I knew I'd have called you, man. So let me be on the stage, man. You've
been there. You've been on stage. You had one of them all excess passes like me. You know how we
I saw you kicking it with Lil Wayne and all of those boys. Did you let them know that, man, the Cowboys is the real nation?
There came out. 8-Ball, MJG, Miley Cyrus, ASAP Ferg was in the building. Jamie Foxx was there.
Yo.
Mike Epps.
Who that lady with the tattoo on her head, man?
Who? I forgot who that is.
She had bald head, dog. She had a tattoo across her head. I said, dog.
Oh, you talking about Amber Rose?
Amber Rose. Are you?
Yeah, I took a picture with her too. She beautiful.
Oh, she beautiful. Okay. I was like, man, lady got a tattoo on her head, bro. Yeah.
You wasn't looking at it. I tell you, man. You didn't see that. That's the only thing you seen. Something wrong with you.
As I said,
wife got that's all you seen. That tattoo on her head. You good and gone, bro. Wait
a minute. But I tell my wife all the time, I said, baby, you can have my heart, but not my eyes now. Come on, baby.
But you got your eyes. That's all you see with that tattoo on her head. She got them too. You what we call henpecked in Mississippi.
well, hey man, she preparing the meal, so I got to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
You got, like my dad said, two things a man don't need: a bad woman or a bad car. You got either one, you screwed.
You screwed, man. No, man. I know you already know. You already know. So what we gonna do?
I won't leave me alone. It make me stressed out. When I don't went and been viral all around the world. She just treat me like crap. I gotta get away from this woman.
Well, you saying it live on air? You know we got a lot of people watching. Better be careful.
I don't care. She can hear it. I don't care. She need to get her shit together. She's done. I'm gone.
Are you still in L.A. or you made it back to the SIP?
I'm back in the SIP. I didn't want to leave them sunshine and palm trees, but I had to get back to the house and get some work done. Cause I can't really enjoy L.A. during football season because I'd be too nervous about when we playing. Got the game coming up. I can't relax.
No doubt, man. So what we gonna do against these Washington team, man? You know, that's next opponent.
Everybody gonna be picking Washington to beat us, and they all excited about Washington. Washington finna run into a buzzsaw. They better run into a buzzsaw because we supposed to be 100%. We will not be missing anybody that on the field for the first time all season. Everybody will play at one time. So we'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see if we finna get on the roll. And Kellen Moore might be trying to get the job, because he's been vanilla ever since Denver.
Right.
He might be trying to pull a Jason Garrett and get Wade like he got Wade Phillips fired, like he was trying to pull in New York. But Joe Judge was smart enough to fire his ass before he pulled that on him.
Right. You sure right on that. Cause
you know, so you got people always want to say, well, it ain't like that. Yeah, people are dirty like that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to look at the proof. You know, even though it's been injuries, you like to me, you're supposed to get more creative when you got injuries. You don't go with being vanilla. You know, run the football to the outside. Quit trying to run in the middle. I mean, it just don't make any sense. You know you're weak right there. Why are you running right there? Run around Tyron. Run around the other tackle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Run in between Zach Martin and Lyle Carter to shoot up in that gap.
No doubt.
You know, or put both of them two on the same side like you put Randy Gregory and DeMarcus Lawrence and Parsons. Now, this thing, when we line up against Washington this weekend, that little weak-ass quarterback they got, well, you stick Parsons, Gregory, and Lawrence all on the same side.
Right. Ooh. Oh, my gosh. They're going to be – ooh. They're going to have to try to get that ball out real quick.
Back there playing, cursing all them guys we got playing good back there. It's finna be on, man, because, see, you can't cover receivers forever. That's why they got them little yards they got on us during those times, those 20-yard completions. Because we've been trying to be healthy. But, you know, when you listen to details about the Cowboys, you listen to people, they don't bring up none of the stuff that we done had wrong. Like the Cowboys are supposed to just win automatic. It used to be we didn't have no players. Then we get players and they miss out, they still supposed to win. Man, they still supposed to win. You don't do your job perfect.
Right.
Why them guys got to be perfect? Quit being so judgmental. Ain't none of y'all St. Peter and quit acting like it.
My goodness, man. Computer, man. You be spitting the fire, man. God dog, boy. Hey, before I let you roll, man, who won the versus battle, man?
3-6 Mafia won that versus battle. We won the versus battle, and we won the fight.
You won the fight, the versus battle, man. Hey, you guys brought a full concert, man. You know, you had Terrence Howard out there. Yeah.
We were 3 for 3. The Cowboys won, too, so we was excited. The fight broke out right after Tony Pollard took that one to the house.
Woo!
The way Tony hit that cone, that's where I hit that cone to get across that stage, get in front of Pollard the same way.
Man, appreciate you, man.
That's why you get through that muck and get to that quarterback, get to that running back on that screen and fill that gap.
You a lead blocker on that thing.
I got you. Huh?
Shout out to Gangsta Boo and everybody, man. Appreciate you, man, for calling in.
Shout out to Gangsta Boo, DJ Paul, Juicy J. Y'all make sure y'all follow everybody. Project Pat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow everybody. Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 8-Ball MJG. 8-Ball MJG. MJG killed it. Lil Wayne. Terrence Howard came out there performing. We had a star stanger. The 3-6 Mafia, we just like the Cowboys at Thanksgiving and Christmas game. Everybody showed up.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
The Dallas Cowboys are the rap industry. They be hating on us the same way the Cowboys be doing. That's why I relate to them so much. We get hate from everybody. They don't be want to give us our due, and they know we the greatest, and we know we the one to make everything pop.
No doubt, fam. Appreciate you, man, so much, man. Round of applause to Computer, man.
Let's tell one more thing. Just like we always say, When we try to tell them about how they treat us, they don't want to listen. They didn't want to listen to Noah at first, too, till that water came.
Woo!
Y'all better listen to him.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, peace, brother.
Appreciate you, bro. If y'all don't like that call, man,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
come on, man. That's Computer Man. Dog, y'all put your hands together for Computer Man again. Yeah. If anything, if you into a battle or a war, he's running toward the fight. He's not running away from the fight. Everybody go check out his IG page, man. Just hit his storyline, his IG line, and you will see, man. That's the type of dog you want in a fight, man. Anybody else, man, that's kind of running away, I don't want you to roll with me, baby. But shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know, shout out to them too, legendary guys, man. But both sides, man, wonderful thing that they do with the verses, bring back some old memories, and also spearhead some new things that come around and about other way. So I really appreciate that. Now we can
The conference has been locked.
lock this up, and we're going to put 1 minute phone calls in. But I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really do, man. This is what we do, baby. We talk Cowboys football and beyond. And let me make sure my clock is there. My clock is there. Okay, good, man. We have these guys been patiently waiting. From the SIP 769, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, I'm just chilling, man. How your night going, man?
And going well, man. Going well.
Good, man. Man, I'm glad we beat them Saints, man.
Oh yeah, I know you know.
I could take living down here in the SIP, man. You got nothing but Saints fan, man. I can't stand them, boy. They like roaches, man. You want to get away from them. But my thing is this, man. I believe as Cowboy fans, we just need to just calm down and let this team take its final form.
Right.
They got the guys coming off of injuries. They got the defensive line finna be nasty. We got the wide receivers. They healthy. They getting right. The only thing I would like to see more of is Tony Pollard getting the ball in his hands. Maybe more out the backfield, like, you know, a couple of pass routes. Because I think we could really utilize him in there and take advantage of the defense that way. But
no doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, fam. Thank you so much, bro.
All right.
Hey, you still there? You still gone. Good. I'll go tell them. Most Saints fans are 49ers and Cowboy fans. Because when I was growing up, they were 49er fans and Cowboy fans. And then in the late 2000, right, mid-2000, when they got Drew Brees, they then switched around and said, I'm a diehard Saints fan. I'm like, are you really? Because I got good memory. I remember you in third grade, dog. You had that Cowboy starter jacket, bro. You know, and I remember you over there with the Jerry Rice jersey. I seen you with that Jerry Rice jersey, you know, in small town, I remember people, you know. But most Saints fans from our area are either Cowboy fans or 49ers fans. Some of them could be Steelers fans, but you know how they go. All right, so you said Logan Thomas torn his ACL. I hope all is well, man, to the cousin over there, man. The 214, you live.
Hey, what's up, Law? Glad to talk to you once again. I see you didn't call out my government name this time.
I didn't do it. It's on the screen. It's in all bold letters. BF. I ain't finna call it out, though.
All right. I got a couple of things for the one time now. I think what will make Micah Parsons pure elite, like once he get his coverage down, now I know people going to say, well, he could cover, look at what he did on the Kenny Stills play. But if he, like, once he aces that coverage ability, everything from there is A+. He will be an all-pro. But make sure I know I'm looking, you know, I don't want to look too far ahead into the future, but I don't want them leaving him at one spot. I want them to keep moving him around, so therefore it don't give offenses a chance to game plan and double team him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So therefore he could just wreak havoc on the game all the way around. Defensive end. Hell, put him at safety. Or I know I'm speaking crazy. But, you know, you just never know. With him, 4.3 speed, rush the passer, coverage, everything, you know. And then my other thing is, next year somebody got to go. I don't know who it is, but we're going to have to make room. I know the cap space, the salary cap is going up. But, I mean, what do you want to keep D-Law? Somebody going to have to go. So I just wanted to leave that on your mind.
No doubt, man. Hey, you ain't foolish with it, man. I think that Parsons can play big nickel. You know, he can play down inside the box, and y'all can have some other packages out there. He can do it. 4.3 speed. But I appreciate you for calling in, fam. Brandon. Appreciate you, bro. Good call from him. All right, so the next call is from Tyreek, man, 585. E Live.
Yo, Law Nation. What's up, Cowboy Nation? All I got to say right quick is this, man. I don't know what they're going to do with Ezekiel Elliott. If we got to sit the man for a couple games, sit him for a couple games or lessen his reps. Because I'm really trying to understand why we got Clement on this team. If he's not going to be a runner of the ball or a special teams guru, you know what I mean, as far as getting punt returns or kick returns, what is he on the team for? That's my thing. Mm-hmm. And another thing, Dak got to quit throwing off his back legs so damn much. He got to step into these throws, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the windows are going to get tighter and it's getting colder. And my other thing is, Kellen Moore, he got to come up with a better game plan for Dak. You know what I'm saying? We got to get more crafty than what we getting and run the ball. My other thing is, it's going to be hard for us to hide our deficiencies at the linebacker position with Van Der Esch out there being a big liability and Neal being a liability. I really believe like that's gonna show up the rear's ugly head. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So why not look in free agency? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure somebody out there that could do a little bit more than what Van Der Esch giving us. That's all I got to say. All right.
Thank you, Tyreek, man. Appreciate you. All right, so it's a mouthful there. I would like to see Dak Prescott climb the pocket and step up inside the throw. It would have been so much better, man, if we had Travis Frederick in there. But he got to scoop. That pocket, the interior, as of lately, outside of where Zach Martin is at, it's really hard places to slide up inside. Now, Connor McGovern, he's pretty good, but I see that they isolate him a little bit and they use some twist stunts to get free. And if you go back and watch the tape, you will see that McGovern, he's strong, he's powerful at the approach, but when they twist, I think that his speed is just not there. He's stronger than Connor Williams, right? That's why you don't see any flags out of him, right? But it is what it is. We can't cry over spilled milk. What we got to do now is that's one game. From here on back, we don't play a team with the level of defense like the Saints on these upcoming games. And I know the Washington defense is up there, but it's not like the level of the Saints in the secondary or what have you. The secondary is kind of abysmal, but the Washington team front is nice, right? So now we got a lot of strength up there to match that strength. Tyron Smith, right? Zach Martin, La'el Collins, those three pillars right there, those three guys, they can pretty much stand toe-to-toe with the Washington team. It's just that now we just got to keep this consistency going, and Connor McGovern, he's not easy to push out the way, right? So that is what we're looking at. The next caller, I got the Lunatic. What's good? You live.
Law, this is the fastest minute on the NFL, and I'll even give you the music. Hey, wise man once told me, you want to change your world, change your perspective. Mike McCarthy was out in his hotel room looking at the game on the TV screen. He's going to go to Kellen Moore and say, we need to run more outside. Zeke, we love you, but we need you for the playoffs. We're going to give you load management. Let cousin Tony handle most of the workload for 1-2 weeks. Then we're going to storm into the playoffs there. We got the what the fucks, and then we got the New York Giants. Cousin Tony can handle it. And boy, will Cowboys Nation be standing up when we see that NASCAR package of Micah, D-Law on the inside, Gallimore, and Randy. But we got to stop the run on first and second down. And Hamilton, Mr. I got better hands, Carlos Watkins, and Josh Hamilton, and Gallimore coming back. That's how we stop the run. We're getting reinforcements, Cowboys Nation. Tell them haters, Puro pinche Cowboys. Thank you, Law. Have a great one.
Man, that's the fastest, quickest minute on planet. He scored a touchdown in 1 minute, baby. I appreciate you, man. All right, Peasy. Is it? No. Is it Perez? 214. You live.
What's up, Law Nation?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to
How
me,
you
man.
doing?
Great.
How you doing?
Great.
Hey, I just want to say the best is yet to come for the Cowboys, man. We getting all this reinforcements back. We got Randy Gregory. We got Navid Gallimore. We're going to be a team, and ain't nobody that can stop us. It's going to be biblical. Watch. And we're going to shut down the haters. And Dak just needs to find his game because he's been off a little bit, but he's going to find it. And I think Kellen Moore needs to start being Kellen Moore and stop being Jason Garrett a little bit.
Right. Creativity, man. Bring it back.
Yeah. I don't know. He looked kind of like too much Jason Garrett to me last game, but I mean, we haven't had a healthy, like, full roster, but it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen, and we're gonna make a playoff run. And we're gonna shut down the haters.
No doubt,
That's
man.
all I gotta say.
Shout out to you, Perez. Thank you so much, man. Good call from him. We do need the spontaneity back with Kellen Moore. That same play that he did with CeeDee Lamb in the fourth quarter, let's see that play in the first quarter, whereas he do a little end around and he tossed the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Oh, Lamb got the ball. He got 5 yards off of it. 5 yards. 5 yards. And I know a lot of people look at it like, 5 yards. 5 yards, man. 5 times 3 is first down, So, not saying you do it until they stop it, but dog it, get the playmakers early. Let's get in rhythm. Install that play on the opening drive, baby. Let's continue to create those things, baby. All right, we got the 971. You're live. JP.
Hey, what up, Low Nation?
What's good?
Hey, we getting just what's his name? Darwin back and Wilson back. Great.
I think we get Darwin back. Yeah, I think we do. But go ahead.
Darwin, yeah. Oh man, but you know me, man. I'm a secondary guy, man. I'm putting your boy on the pine. Brown.
CD. I mean, not CD. You talking about Anthony Brown? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, they put Connor on the pine, but why didn't they put him on the pine?
That's a good questioning there.
Yeah. You got to get Joseph out there on the field, bro. I mean, ASAP. You can have pass rush. That's going to be nice. But what about the slants and the curls and the long ball on his side? Oh, gosh. What you think about that, Law?
Well, right now, man, I don't think that they're going to change that part of it. Brown has been Brown, and they're going to live with that. And that's just
Let me
what
ask
it
you a
is.
question.
Talk to me.
If we continue to get beat every game on long balls and slants, PIs, are you going to be mad as hell at yourself? And we may lose a couple games behind that. How do you feel, though?
I know, man, but we don't know. We absolutely don't know what Boss Man is going to do, nor if we know what Nashawn Wright is going to do at this moment, because the Cowboys kind of waited it too late. It's 5 more games, man. We'll see how these 5 games left will do. Now, to me, I love Boss Man Fat. I would love to see him. We'll see how everything plays its way out. But let's figure this out on the defense side, man. Pressure up front will erase all of the DBs.
But you never answered my question.
Go ahead.
You never answered my question.
What was it?
They benched Connor, but they ain't benching Anthony Brown. He got about the same amount of penalties
Let me
as
see.
Connor do.
Now Connor's
Anthony
still
Brown.
leading. Let me pull it up right quick. Let me pull it up right quick.
He got about the same amount of penalties, bro, or even more.
All right, let me see. Okay, Connor recovering. Hold on with me.
I don't know what's up with Al Harris. I don't know what he sees. I don't know if he's giving him more confidence every game or sending him bad calls. But, Lord, you can't – every game, it ain't going to be a bad call. It's going to be I beat you in the playoffs. Oh, I got you. I got you on this first step. I'm going deep. I got you on the slant.
Let me see what Anthony Brown, because he's graded out. is one of the top corners over here for the Cowboys, unfortunately. And his penalty total.
Oh, you like Anthony? Oh, see.
No. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. JP, you know I ain't saying that Anthony Brown. You know I've been trying to find the places to kick him off. I've been trying to find places to say this is Sparta. But what I'm saying is the Cowboys.
You and me in the battle of bones, I think I'll get you.
You talking about dominoes?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'll spot you 10, 15. We'll start off with 15. Okay. I'll give you the whole house first, bro. Where you in Dallas? JP, you in Dallas? Where you at?
Do it.
You in Dallas?
No. Put your kibbles and bits on it.
Well, I put the kibbles and bits, man. We'll play for a hundo, and I'll give you a house first, okay? You get a full house first, and I'll play for comeback, you know?
Okay.
But let me get domino. Let me get domino, though. Let me get domino, though.
Nah,
I'm giving you a house. JP, man, I appreciate you so much, man. But if you think you can beat me in dominoes,
you must be out of your goddamn mind.
I'm gonna catch you down and tip.
Come on, baby.
Tip one day.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Okay, go over those stats though.
I'm gonna go over the stats, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I don't trust your boy. I don't trust him, Law.
Look, I feel you, fam. I feel you. But it is what it is. I'm the person that's beating on my chest saying put Boss Man Fat out there. But I just don't think that they're going to do it, man. When they do
Let me ask you a question before you kick me out. Before I go.
No, go ahead.
If you got the best pass rush and you got everybody blocked up front and you killing them on PIs and slants, what do you do, Law? What are you to do?
I'm gonna do like that interception. Shout out to my guy DMV George. He hit me up and said, "Law," and I probably need to do a film assessment on it. The play that Trayvon Diggs got his interception on, I believe they kick AB inside, and they kept the two corners on the outside.
Really?
Boss Man Fat when he came in, Kelvin Joseph. I said,
yeah.
When I look back at it, I said, yeah, that is what I want.
Hey. Did you see him break on the ball though? I saw him in preseason break on the ball. It was beautiful.
Dog.
Joseph.
Joe's a 4.3. Joe's a 4.3 is real, and his size is real
4'3".
too. Yeah, 4.3, 4.29. But
what if we play Arizona and the Cardinals? We will find out if AB goes to the bench or not.
Well, we'll find out. We got 5 games, but appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in, man.
All right,
man. Shout out to you, JP, man. JP, man, but. It is what it is. I got D Shift, man. He's the last caller of the hour, man. Appreciate you, D Shift, man. You're live. You're live.
Hey, what's good, Law? Nah, man, not too worried about the last 5 games. We got the division, in the bag, man, so to say. And then those other teams, they pretty much gotta play each other too. So, I mean, they're gonna tear each other up and add a whole bunch of L's to each other's columns. So. I'm not too much worried about that. The biggest thing, just moving forward, just want to see our team, get healthy, as everybody stated, with all those guys coming back. Very important that your wide receivers stay healthy because, I don't think this is the same offensive line from, 2014, 2016. But I just think these wide receivers are far in the head, way better than what we've ever had. And I think that's your, just your piece right there, just – have those guys go out there, dominate games to the point that they got to let you run. And then, when you had them healthy, everybody was cool with Zeke because he was getting stats. He was getting 100-yard games. And he wasn't doing anything different. Of course, right now he's hobbled, but there was nothing different than what he was doing in the first third of the season than what he's doing now. It's just that it's easier to – you don't have CeeDee Lamb and Coop, healthy. And so with that, and then offensive line's kind of taking some hits here and there. But with that, I mean, if you have those things, Zeke's going to be back again, getting those 100-yard games, and those 2 running backs going to play complementary ball. Trying to move back and forth from Pollard to Zeke is just going to get you. It's going to get you. I mean, it's going to get you upset. You're going to get let down again because you
But
think
but
it's
but
only
but here's my thing though. Here's my thing. When you think about Ezekiel Elliott and you look at the game, even when he's running off to the edge, he's banged up. And I don't care if you had a 93 to 94 Cowboys offensive line. He ain't gonna get no 100 yards. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
That's for sure.
He's banged up.
He's banged up.
And that I think, but there was a portion to where he was kind of not getting as much, or where the running game wasn't, too much. It wasn't as effective, and I think that was even right before he got banged up. And you just kind of, I think that Denver game, he didn't really run that well. And it's really because your wide receivers weren't effective.
Mm-hmm.
If our wide receivers stay effective, if those two monsters out there stay effective, and, the whole thing with Dak, everybody kind of tripping on Dak, if CeeDee Lamb turns inside, or, if he doesn't get the hands to the face, what are we talking about?
Right. That's a wide open touchdown, bust open everything. And even in that Denver's game, if Dak Prescott hit CeeDee Lamb twice, what are we talking about? There's two big plays early in the game enough to make Denver realize, damn, we got to get up out of their coverage. But my thing is, we can't be prisoners of the moment, right? These wide receivers, the style. Look, regardless, what people want out of this offense, they want West Coast, right? This offense is a run first, regardless of how you look at it. It's a run first offense because it's vertical. It's vertical. And the biggest impediment to this offense been when we got away from 12 personnel, right? And by us not being able to have that element of surprise, or whether or not they're going to run the rock or they're going to throw it, it's just been that issue, right? Collectively speaking.
Like the pie's been it's been a good pie. Whenever you go to the postseason, you serving something, right? And so the Cowboys have served in the past where they depended on the O-line to be elite and to have some elite running backs. And I think we get confused with that. I think with this year, we can't really so much look at it as like we're a run-first team, as if we need to look at it like it's nice to have a very complimentary and capable running game that will complement what you can do with your receivers. Because if you had an ineffective running game, you just kind of would, just play coverage and the box wouldn't be so important. But because you do have an effective running game, and it's not so much of one of the others setting each other off, it's just that both of them are very effective, and that
big facts.
It makes us have a very effective offense. So I don't think, overall what you've had is what you've had. You've had two All-Pros when healthy, and a whole bunch of good to great guys at offensive line. And then you've had an electric running back, and you've had Zeke. So, what you've had is what you've had.
Right.
And the thing that's the minutia of what's been effective is the fact that you got on the rise elite quarterback and two dynamic receivers. When healthy. When healthy. Gallup went out, we still won. When the other, and we can still win without it, but you have it, and that's what you've had.
Yeah, but when you are decimated, man, and I think that people fail to realize when you are decimated, when you take all three of those guys away, or just insert one, or when you take away the fact that you take away Tyron Smith and you take away the musical chair, or you add the musical chairs in the offensive line, it's damn near impossible for us to go undefeated in that run of those dry spells in November.
They talked about the Saints. Talk about the Saints missing everybody, it's like, okay, so in the same breath, if you're going to sit up here and make excuses for the Saints missing whatever, then you got to give us the same regard.
But they ain't gonna do that though. Yeah.
When you're missing those elements, you got to brace yourself. There's a possibility that you can lose, and you got to hold on, nation, and then hopefully we stay healthy. And that's why you pay these guys. That's why you invest what you invest. You don't, you know what I mean? It's all that old, you can't win with if one guy goes down, pretty much. Sometimes, in some cases, yeah.
Yep.
So,
but hey,
the
the name of the game is surviving. So we still look. A lot of people would love to be in our position right now, and they would be talking big with their chests and their lungs and everything. We're 8-4 for a reason right now. Let's continue to pound out these last 5 games, and let's get on the road. But I appreciate you for calling in,
sir.
man. You've been one of those people, man, following the channel for a long time, man. I really appreciate it, bro.
All right, Law, man. Good work, bro, as always.
Thank you, man. Good call from him, man. Good call from him, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Y'all beautiful people. He was the last caller of the hour. Goodbye. She gonna say goodbye. She didn't say goodbye. Okay, good. All right, I guess that's the new feature now. All right, so I really appreciate everybody, man, for being part of this episode. It was amazing. The NFC is resilient. It is. And shout out to all of the callers, man, and all of the shot callers, the ballers. Shout out to Computer Man as well as 3-6 Mafia. Shout out to everybody, man, that showed up in this episode. Be sure sharing is caring. If you're on the Facebook group, let me know if you shared. There's a special treat for you guys for helping me grow the nation over there. If you're on the Twitter or Twitch, I really appreciate you there. Cowboy Nation. Now it's the time for us to regroup and get our mind together. I get it. A lot of people look at this situation and say, here we go. The Philadelphia Eagles. They finna win it all. They don't even know who their quarterback is. Here we go. The Washington football team. 4 games in a row they won. The Cowboys should fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair. At the start of the season, Giants fans were beating on their chest, saying, hey, here we go. We unstoppable, right? Now they folded up and they tucked away. Good night, Irene. But we as Cowboys appreciate you, Sally, saying that you shared on the Facebook groove. Shout out to you, Ricky and Torrance on the Facebook. We about this thing. We are not running away. You see, they love to call us fraudulent. They love to call us front runners, fickle fans. But damn it, I come here to tell you guys to be still standing tall, waiting day in and day out. Being with this team for 25 years, even in the slide, they let me know that we are the real ones. And everybody else are pretenders. We're not folding up like lawn chairs. We continue with great pride, great reverence. The resilience is on us. Say the battle is not to the strong, nor to the mighty, but it's to the he that endure. And baby, we've been battling. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself, oh life, seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, Cowboy Nation, and lose no terror of your mind for it, if you will simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, yes, with strength and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, private, or famished fan can turn you away from loving your team, dogging and grim and besieged and besetted Cowboy Nation, guess what? You will absolutely get it. Cowboy Nation, we ain't going nowhere. Bring it. We right here, and we ain't going anywhere. We real fans, baby. We still represent the silver and blue. Nothing but love, appreciate you. Shout out to you, Tammy. DC for life, Sadiqua. Sprinkling some of those fires. Come on. Everybody, appreciate y'all. One love, Illmatic, I appreciate you. If you're a real one, type in the comment box. Real one.
Whole team I need some. Still young, but I move
Roll
like
these
a
credits, baby.
new deal to my lawyer. If you're
Send it.
down in my management, I'm just warming up a way
Come
to
on.
lie. Old producers saw the numbers one. Different
One.
colors in my baggy light.
And we on it.
Chalk it up.
Come
Talk
on.
of the town where you're talking up.
Gina,
When
I
get
see
you
you,
a ring
love.
and you tough
Let's
enough.
go.
Wanna
Tell
get
them
you the
Trail.
things where your pockets dumb.
Let go.
Run it up. I
Come
used
on.
to be quiet and out of luck. Now
Everybody, I feel you.
hate
Real
my mama
one.
telling me count up your blessings.
D, real one, I see you. Yo, shout out to you, J Rod, J Percy. Gracias. Burner Account Jones. Chef Mac, be sure to check out his YouTube channel. Country Fried, appreciate you, Jay Lombardi. Sean Jones, Sin City, Moses Mac. I'm down here. Larry L, appreciate you for calling in. Sally, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe, share this content, sharing this caring. And you're right. Not our team. Not our team, baby. We just want to run it up, baby. That's all we want to do over here. Yeah. Come on, Scott. Man, I was waiting for you to call in, fam. Shout out to you, Scott. UBA, I see you. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Sheila Neal, baby.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Shout out to you.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Come on.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm
Moving
with
forward,
Chucky
baby.
now.
Shout out to Natasha. Shout out to you, Nick. Appreciate you. Cassie Stewart.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
Yeah.
You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it
Too legit.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Vision standards.
no
8-4. If your team is 8-4, put your team stat down. 8-4. Yeah.
Kinda check a song.
If your team 6-6, put that down. If your team 6-7, let me see it. If your team is 4-8, you can see it.
I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deal.
If you don't like this show,
Shane. Trying to check a song.
You must be out your goddamn mind.
Come on. It's Law Nation time, baby, for your mom.
Are you not entertained?
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah, UBA.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Put 9-4 in the chat if you feel that we gonna be 9-4. Hey, and all the haters, do me a huge favor. Stop what you're doing and just lean forward. Yeah.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in.
Let's go. Thou should decree a thing, and it shall be established.